So we thought we'd take the time, we're on our way to Anglesey, just to make a short video on how we ended up with a motorhome. You know, we started off looking at caravans, we even sold a vehicle and bought a car that was suitable for towing a caravan, all based on the idea of getting one last summer. But we changed our minds at some point. We're looking at campervans, Volkswagen Californias, Ford Nuggets, van conversions, and we ended up with a Coachbuilt motorhome.
Yeah.
How on earth did we get here, babe?
So how did it all start? So starting off, you've always fancied a caravan, didn't you?
Yeah.
You used to have campervans in the past and loved them, but you fancied a caravan.
I did. I'll probably just bob a couple of photos in here of some of the vans I had, because I've had quite a few of the old split screens, you know, the bay windows. Even had a couple of Beetles, some old bay window panel vans. So I've got quite an affinity with the VW scene, but didn't really suit us around this sort of age, did it, babe?
No, I think you fancied a caravan, but we quite quickly ruled that out because we tend to go away for very short breaks, don't we? 2 or 3 nights. And we just didn't fancy the hassle of hooking up and taking the caravan somewhere and setting up. We wanted to just be able to get in and go if it's only a 1 or 2 night thing, didn't we?
And that's nothing against caravans, because we love caravans. You know, you've got loads of space in them. But I think for our style of trips away, you know, shorter 2-3 night trips, never really know where we're going to be going, and you know, we've got the possibility of moving on.
You get itchy feet really quickly, don't you? So we tend to move on quite a lot. Might have one night here, then move on.
That's what sort of convinced us not to buy the caravan, wasn't it? And look at the campers.
So then we fell in love with the Volkswagen California, didn't we? The Ocean.
Yeah, didn't I say at one point that the only way that I would sell the Tiguan is if we bought a Volkswagen California?
Yeah.
So we went over to Liverpool and we test drove a beach, didn't we? It was during COVID, so they gave us the keys and basically said take it out for a couple of hours. So we ended up driving to Crosby Beach, or was it Formby Beach? Crosby Beach. And it was fabulous, you know, the drive there, just pulling up on the beach, we popped the roof up. It was just really, really nice, and we obviously you got the kitchen and everything else, so we love the versatility of that size of van.
Well, we thought the great thing about that is it's your everyday vehicle, so you don't have a motorhome and a everyday vehicle. You've just got an everyday vehicle that you can go camping in. So that's why that particularly appealed to us as well, wasn't it?
So we ended up sitting down after we'd taken that one out, looking at a few different specs, and we decided on the Ocean. The Ocean was just a fabulous van. It's got to be said, it's amazing. And we ordered one, didn't we, babe? Yeah,
so we ordered the California, but that was after a lot of thinking about, well, do we go down the self-conversion route? Do we buy a converted van? Do we go for the Ocean? And ultimately, if we were going to have that size van, we were going to have the Volkswagen California, weren't we?
So what was it that stopped that in its tracks, really? Because we had it on order and then we cancelled it. How did that happen?
I think it was down to the dog. So we went to the beach one day, and Daisy in particular, she's got a very thick woolly coat, and she rolls and rolls.
That's this one in the back here. Daisy. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so Daisy rolls and rolls in the sand, and we were at the beach and she was absolutely caked and wet, and it was fine because we were just out for a day trip to go home and bath her. But we were saying, if we were in the Volkswagen now, how on earth would we get her clean and dry? You know, because the Volkswagen had no hot water. You've only got a little sink, so you couldn't get a bucket under it. I was thinking, how on earth would we deal with 2 wet, filthy dogs if we're away for a few nights? And that's what bothered me. And I think you particularly wanted a toilet, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm getting to that age in life where you need a toilet in the middle of the night. So yeah, we definitely wanted a toilet, didn't we?
Yeah. Not just a porta potty. I don't think you wanted just a porta potty downstairs in the Volkswagen, did you? You wanted a loo.
Yeah.
We didn't really care about the shower side of things,
You
did we?
weren't too bothered about it at the time, but now you're quite glad that we've got the toilet.
Now we've got it, yeah, really glad.
You know, because you imagine, you know, you're on a campsite in the middle of the night, and you obviously you might have your porta potty, But if it's lashing it down with rain and you've got no space outside, you've got no privacy on the inside of a small van, have you, to use it? So if that concerns you, which it does a bit for you, doesn't it? You'd be trotting off to the toilet on the campsite in the middle of the night, and that would worry you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's just complicating things. It's just easier to have a toilet on board, isn't it?
Yeah. And also, when you're wild camping as well, and a lot of people have said this, that during the period of COVID, you know, at its height about a year ago, you just couldn't go to campsites unless you got your own facilities. So that was also a consideration, because we didn't know how long the pandemic was going to go on for.
Yeah, so I think we got to the point where we thought we do want hot water in the van, and we do want a toilet, really. So then we started looking at slightly bigger vans, and we came across the Auto Trail.
No, you're jumping ahead.
Oh,
there,
am I?
babe.
All right.
Well, didn't we get invited to an open day?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, that we came across.
Start that again.
Yeah, so we started looking at slightly bigger vans, the panel van conversions. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so we came across the Auto Trails Expeditions, and they seemed really reasonably priced compared to the Volkswagen and other motorhomes. So we inquired about them, and then nothing was happening at that stage. And then we got a phone call sometime later saying they were having an open, what was it, babe? An open weekend showing off all the different expeditions?
Well, it was an auto trail weekend, so they got some vans like this one. But we'd never considered Coachbuilt at this point. You'd never particularly liked the look of the
Not at all. Really
of the Coachbuilt. Why was that?
No, really didn't like the Coachbuilt. I don't know. I just kind of thought. I don't know. I just never ever liked the Coachbuilt. We liked the subtlety of the panel vans and the sort of.
They look cool, don't they?
We like the, is it the swamper look, or I call it swampy, but it's swamper, isn't it? Just
swamper look, yeah.
Yeah. So you wouldn't necessarily even know it was a camper van. You know, we just much prefer the look of panel van conversions. So that's what we went to look at, all the different expeditions.
So we went to that open weekend, didn't we, after cancelling?
No, we hadn't cancelled the Volkswagen yet. We just left that on order.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, so we hadn't cancelled the Volkswagen. We were just looking at these, and we did like them.
So by the end of that weekend, though, we got 2 vans on order. Do you remember?
Had we?
Yeah, we put a deposit down on the Auto Trail.
You're totally jumping the gun here.
Sorry, go on.
So we were looking at the 67. And they had one available, and this was at a time when nothing was available. So we were looking at the 67, and for some reason you went out into the forecourt, because they had the 67, the 68, which has a pop top, and the 66, I think, which wasn't our cup of tea. So for some reason you went out into the forecourt and saw this F60, and you came in and said...
No, this was the following day. We'd ordered that the night before and then went back the following day and saw this.
Is that right?
Yes.
So we went back 2 days in a row to this show, did we?
Yeah, we went back the following day and said, have you still got the F60 available? And they said yes, so we looked inside it, sat in here, and we're like, ooh.
No, you're totally mixing it up again.
Oh, okay, what happened then?
We must have seen...
I don't believe this.
We must have seen... Yeah, I remember you going out to the forecourt and coming in and saying, Becca, just come and have a look at this. And I went out and it was a Coachbuilt, and I was like, oh no, I just don't like the look of them. But you said come in and just look at the living space. So we went in and looked at the living space.
You're getting overtaken, babe, by a coach full of old people. I'm
doing 60 miles an hour. I can't talk and drive.
I thought you could multitask.
No, it's a fallacy, that. So you said come and have a look, and as soon as we walked in the door we thought, oh, the living space in here is amazing, because it had a drop down bed. The whole practically 6 meters apart from the toilet at the back was your living space. And we were like, oh, this living space is amazing compared to the 67, but it's a Coachbuilt. We prefer the look of the 67 on the outside, so then that was the dilemma, wasn't it?
It was the same length as well, wasn't it? Same length van.
Yeah.
Obviously a little bit wider, so you get obviously that 6-8 inches, whatever it is, of width, but the sides are straight, so you get more ability to put cupboards in and, you know, not bring the headroom in at the top. there was just lots of things that we loved about it. We will do a review of this van when we get time. When we get some decent weather, we'll do a bit of drone footage and just show you the outside. But we fell in love with it, didn't we, when we saw it?
Yeah. So that's kind of how we ended up with this. And looking back now, we're glad. We know we made the right decision. I think particularly with having the 2 dogs, the extra living space with the 2 dogs, the hot water, the toilet. We're glad we went down this route over the other options. So
obviously we're going to get asked probably in the comments, but which is better then? You know, what's the conclusion? Which is better, a motorhome or a camper van? Well, there's no right or wrong answer to that. It's whichever really suits your needs and suits your style of camping. Obviously it depends on what room you've got on your driveway as well to park something, you know, also what your budget is. It basically comes down to whether you want more living space and that's the thing that you consider to be really important, or whether you want something that's small and manoeuvrable and can be used as an everyday vehicle. Well, if that's what you want, then go for the smaller camper van. If you want something though that's got more payload, that is probably going to be more comfortable for longer trips, you know, if you're thinking about doing Europe and France, then go for the bigger van. If you want something that's perhaps a little bit cheaper, and that's not always the case these days, but you know, if you want something that's a bit cheaper, that you can park in car park spaces easier, that's a bit more stealthy and maybe has that bit of a cool VW factor, then go for a camper VW. I
wouldn't say that's a cheaper option though, would you? I wouldn't say that.
Well, not at the moment. No, when you look at the prices.
This was significantly cheaper than
the Volkswagen California.
Yeah, significantly cheaper.
And now with all the price hikes, the price difference is massive.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed that, guys. You know, let us know what you think in the comments. And if you have enjoyed the information, give us a thumbs up and, you know, subscribe to the channel if you want to see a bit more from us. See you on the next one.